Hello and welcome back to Quad Leveling. Today we are giving you our Premier League predictions for Game Week 28. Last game week I won. Some may say Luke said a howler. He said 4-1 to City.
It's
They
a
lost.
yeah.
Well, look,
Not looking
that
good, bro.
we all have misjudgments. I look, City ain't doing anything this season, neither are we. So what's the difference?
I mean, the
They're getting
difference.
Champions League this season. I don't think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can still get Champions League this season.
Through Europa.
Exactly.
Bro, you embarrass me here, bro. Please relax. Look,
Yeah,
man.
you shouldn't latch on to the
Look for
to
all for
real
all
Tottenham fan.
Luke's faults and for everything. I'm gonna throw some hate on our Welsh friend over here. We got zero correct predictions, by the way.
Yeah, Leo, it's not looking good, bro.
Crazy.
I know it was a rough week. It was a rough week. It's midweek
But
midweek games. It doesn't count properly. It's like this is a weekend. I'll get into it. I got a correct score tonight in the Champions League, so I'm getting back up there.
only don't count,
Six
though.
incorrect results.
We
That's
must
pretty
have
bad.
we mustn't
I only
forget.
got three incorrects. I only got one correct, and the rest I just got the winner. I think the actual result. So some would
Okay.
say you don't have to get the actual consistency. In 1 point per, you win.
Yeah, I kind of bottled it. I thought I had it in grasp. I had two correct winners before everyone else, and then
To be
it
fair to
just
me and Lucas, we both said 1-1 Brentford at Everton.
Yeah, called a draw.
yeah,
Oh,
it
I
was
Lucas,
want a medal for that.
that'll be
it was a all right overall thing, but it was close. Now let's actually get into the first game, which is Forest versus Man City. Now Man City got the win against us. Forest got their draw against Arsenal, and Man City been really good defensively recently. I understand. Obviously, Arsenal did hit them for five, but since then, I feel like they've been like really solid. And in a against a Forest team which haven't really been like winning recently, I mean Ipswich took them to 120 minutes. I think Man City are gonna do what they do, and I think they're gonna win 3-1.
I completely agree with you. I think I've been saying this for a while. Forest is going to drop out the Champions League spots. This week is the week. I think we're going to beat Leicester, but we'll get to that later. I think they will lose to City 3-1 on Saturday, I want to say. And I think that's that for the Champions League. Hope for them.
I do hope they get it, but yeah, I think it's
I don't
it's
think
looking.
they will, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
Oh, go on, Leo.
no, Lucas, you go. I'll go and
All right.
include
If
it
you
after.
insist,
Stop
if you
kissing.
insist. Um, I mean, looking at their last three fixtures, the last times they've played together, City have won every time. I think that's just going to continue. But I don't think. I think it's going to be a narrow margin. I think it's going to be 1-0 to City.
Oh well, you guys have just got the hate against Forest for no reason. They're third in the league, and only I think they're 3 points behind 3 points behind Arsenal and could challenge for second place. Sorry, I was wrong.
6 points behind
Six
Arsenal.
points now. I was wrong. They're 6 points, and I think they will. I think it's going to be a draw. 2-2. Forest are a good team. Man City, they looked a bit shaky against Plymouth, but they came back into the game quite quickly through O'Reilly, the youngster. But yeah, I think 2-2. I think that's a fair result for both teams, and both teams deserve a draw.
That could happen, to be fair, because Forest did
Yeah,
stop Arsenal, but you can't really say, I mean, you could say stop Arsenal after today. They scored 7.
yeah.
No,
Seven
no,
with no
last
striker.
game. Yeah. It'll be a good game. We'll be watching.
Well, it's the 12:30 game, isn't it? So it's on TNT.
Yeah.
Ah, 12:30 on a Saturday. Rough. But moving on to the Liverpool against Southampton. I think this is like the easiest game to predict for winner. It's just how many goals. Because Southampton have just been conceding goals non-stop. I think 4-0 last week. I think 3-0 the week before. I can't remember off the top of my head. That's why I've gone for a lovely 6-0 result because if if Chelsea can score four, we can score six. That's my that's my common sense there.
What is it
Yeah,
fuck me for?
we need to delve into any real discussion on this one because I think it's just really that simple. In terms,
Yeah.
we know what Liverpool's going to do. We know what Southampton's about. It's going to be a battering. Basically, just pick your score. I'm going to go for 5 now.
That's the exact same I've gone for. I've gone for 5-0 as well. Gosh, fuck off.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, 5-0, 5-0. I don't think Southampton are going to do anything, not even one goal. Yeah.
I'll give them a little bit more credit. I'm saying 4-0. But
Not a goal.
no,
Oh, one
no,
less
I'm saying
goal.
4-0. I'm saying 4-0. I don't really have anything to say about this game week. This game, they're going to get battered. They're holding more than 4. Very realistic.
Yeah. On to the next game, which is Palace against Ipswich. Palace are now starting to string together a good run of form. I mean, they have been for a while, but they beat Villa 4-1 last time out, and I reckon they're going to score 4 again. 4, and it's going to be 4-0. Ipswich, they won't be able to handle Palace. Even though Mateta is probably going to be out, I think they're still going to mess them up.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, it's actually, you go. I'll go after.
you're so kind, sir. Nah, yeah, I mean, you talk about how good Palace have been. They've only got like 2 losses in all competitions in the whole of 2025. This is a really good, compact team. Obviously, the Villa result speaks for itself. And when you look at this Ipswich team, especially like obviously this team had been dysfunctional anyway, but all their key players, bar like Liam Delap, are injured anyway. So it really is just like unlucky circumstance. So I think they're gonna run into another defeat. Sadly, I'm gonna go for 3-1 Palace.
Anyways, I've not really given enough credit to Palace. I feel like I've gone for them losing more than I have for them winning or getting a result. Last week I think I said Villa would win. But scoring 4 goals against Villa is good. Especially they won in the Champions League. They're probably going to go through the next round to the quarters. I'm going to go for 2-0 Palace. I think they'll keep a clean sheet. I like their defense.
Yeah,
Very good.
boys, we're all going for the same winner here. Palace to beat Ipswich. I think no brainer. I've gone for I think a tighter game. I think Ipswich they played really well against Forest, and they were resting the majority of their team for this game. So I feel like they're going to go all out for it. That's why I think it's going to be 2-1 to Palace. I think even if Mateta is injured, they still got Nketiah, Eze, Esse. They got quality players.
How long is
Quality, great
Mateta out for?
attacking.
Does anyone know?
I don't.
Maybe
It's,
I don't know. Yeah.
So
no,
I
I don't
thought,
think it's.
Yeah,
Don't
he had
think it's that
stitches.
long.
Was he concussed?
oh yeah, because of the boot to the face, right? Oh,
Yeah.
It's
That was
just the
that was
stitches.
one of the
that
worst
was
tackles.
nasty tackle.
Awful. Oh,
Nasty.
But
Terrorism.
you know, the goalkeeper's like 30 years old. You know, he
Yeah.
just went for him. He's gone for him. It's not like an inexperienced
What
type
team
thing.
was it against?
Millwall.
Millwall. It's Millwall against Crystal
Millwall.
Palace.
Who else?
Gosh, fucking hell.
Millwall fans were chanting "Let him die, bro." Whole
Yeah.
thing is crazy. Yeah.
Millwall fans are insane.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Millwall
it's,
in general is insane.
it's
No,
a
we won't get
sport
into that, right?
rivalry.
Let's not get
Yeah.
into that. We'll get hit. We'll move on. Let's move on.
Hate
Next
fellow
game.
Millwall fans.
Next game for Brighton versus Fulham. These two teams are basically the same team. They're 1 point separates them. 8th versus 9th matchup. They both won. They both won last game 2-1. I can't separate them in my head. I'm gonna go for a 1-1.
Nah, you
Yeah.
bugging, man. Can't separate these two. These are different teams, man. I know
Yeah,
that
basically the
Oh,
same.
that was pretty close. 8th, 9th, 1 point between them.
Yeah, but
Both scored pretty close.
but I
That
think
logic doesn't work, Shayan, unfortunately.
Goal difference, one difference.
oh, okay. Look, I'm not even doing it. Look, in the last 5 games in a row, Brighton have won. Like they've been quite good. So I obviously you said they're similar, so I'm assuming you're going for a draw. I'm gonna be a bit different.
Draw.
Just on the fact, I'm on the Brighton hype train right now before it crashes, respectfully.
See, I'm
So
a Chelsea fan. I will be on the down train.
you're just hating on them. You can't
Yes,
steal
they beat us 3-0. I'm going to hate.
steal their players then get mad at them.
I don't care.
That makes sense.
They're acting like I bought the players.
Look, man, you're on the hate train. I'm on the hype train. I'm going 2-0. Brighton.
Refund was a thing. Robert Sanchez would be back.
oh
Brighton.
god. No, I
Jesus
mean, see,
Christ.
I see where you're coming from with the Brighton hype train. What with all comps 5s and 5, but
Season 5. I
I
know you
can-
can't get words out. You
oh,
know,
shut up. 5 and 5. Anyway, I think it's going to be a draw. I think although Fulham aren't a bad team, they're not a bad team. I mean, they're very close in the table. And I could definitely see them scoring 2 at the Amex. So 2-2.
See, Shine's correct there. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 1-1 draw. You can't
No,
set. I can't set.
Max came at me so hard. I thought you all were gonna go for Brighton.
No,
Max, you're the odd
no,
one out
no.
here, right?
Yeah, well,
Jesus.
this
I
game.
didn't realize I was being cornered, man.
Yeah, but Max, this game screams a draw. Two good teams going at it. You can't separate anything between them. They're both in good form as well. So that's why I've gone for a lovely 1-1 draw.
Oh, man, I guess we'll see. Simple as.
Yeah.
Moving on
Leave
to
it.
Brentford versus Aston Villa. Now, with Brentford, for me anyway, their form always kind of like goes up and down, but I think they're on a more positive trajectory recently. Whereas Aston Villa in the league, now I say Aston Villa in the league, haven't been great. They haven't really been like, being able to like click and make a run. Like I said 2 weeks ago and last week, and I'm bringing it back. They haven't been able to string like 2 wins together in the Premier League since January 10th. And this was a team looking for what Champions League aspiration. That's already fallen. I'm pretty sure.
They just won 3-1 away
Close.
in the Champions League. So.
Yeah, they won their last 2 games, Max.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the league.
Yeah, they held 4 to Palace.
They've got 5 points in
That's
the
good.
last 5 points in the last 15 going for Champions League.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
they're only 5 points off 4th place, and then if 4 points off Chelsea, who's 5th, which is the Champions League place. So they're still in the contention for it.
I don't think they will be. I just don't. They got Man City,
Okay.
Newcastle. I was gonna say they got us, but we're not a serious team, so I
I
don't
think
know
they're
why.
too far back down, and I think if they beat Palace, they would be up 2 points off. You could still count them in, but I think it'll be rough catching up.
You guys are hating on Villa for no reason.
Then you got counting Newcastle, you got counting Forest, City, Chelsea. Yeah,
Fulham, Brighton, Brentford.
I don't think they overtake all those teams personally. I just don't see it.
I think they'll finish
Okay.
like 7th.
But I
think they'll overtake Bournemouth, Brighton, and Fulham.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe I sounded a bit hateful to Villa. I don't hate Villa. I hate Matty Cash. All right, that's a separate matter.
Oh, don't get me started.
What was that? What was that?
I think Brentford is a good team. I just don't think Villa have been finding the track in the Premier League. As I've said, I will go for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, well, I disagree. I think Villa are a team that tend to get exposed by good teams. Obviously, Spurs aren't one. And I think they can be said that they are frauds.
Okay, I wouldn't say all that.
But so I think Brentford, I think they will win. I think it'll be 2-1 to Brentford. I think even though they aren't the best team, I think Brentford they can beat Villa.
Yeah, well,
Lucas.
I disagree with you, Shine. No, I don't disagree with you, Shine. Sorry, I disagree with Lucas and Max here. It's Villa going to win this. Like, Lucas, you had the right score with 2-1. It's going to be 2-1 to Villa away from home. They've just beaten Club Brugge in Belgium 3-1. A solid away performance there. They beat Cardiff on Friday night. They're playing well, Villa.
Which
And
is
I
why
think
they're losing again.
See,
Come on.
Leah, I agree with you. It's going to be 2-1 to Villa. Lucas,
Yes.
like the hat on your head, you and Max are both capping. You got to agree with Villa. You're both waffling.
Yeah, you guys.
Look, the protective shield of my head, I want you to know, is not a hat itself. By the way, I know you at Lucas, but it's
The wig.
It's not. Yeah. Do you know, we're getting off topic. All right, next.
Okay, yeah, moving on to until the other Liverpoolian side, we have Wolves against Everton. Yeah, I've gone this for a draw. Not much analytics into this one, sadly. I can't give you much, and I'm pretty sure there's a Junior's red card in the FA Cup means he misses games as well.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Premier League games. It's like Gordon.
carry
Gordon
over.
is now missing the Carabao Cup final
Yeah.
because of it, which is on other news is brilliant news. So yeah, without Cunha and Everton in form, I've gone for more or less just a 1-1. There's not much I can say. I don't think it'll be an exciting game. I think both teams will be trying not to lose, and that's my outcome. Max, please give me some better and some insight into this game.
Some like analytics or something.
Yeah, analytics didn't want to come out just
Yeah,
then. Like it was,
I'm in full agreement of the 1-1. To be honest, Everton have drawn like 3 of the last 4 Premier League games. Wolves are doing this current thing where it's like lose, win, lose, win, lose. It's always one of those little trends. And sometimes football really is just that simple. Like genuinely, like that kind of stuff can just honestly happen. I don't really have too much analytics here. Their goal threat is currently gone, but Everton have seemingly, like, with all the games they're winning, it's by like a 1 goal margin. So they're always a bit close at the end. So I think 1-1. I agree with you completely.
See,
good
Max,
man.
you said lose, win, lose, win. It's going to be neither of that. It's going to be a 0-0.
I did just say a draw myself. So
Yeah, we've
know.
all said a draw.
It's going to be a 0-0. I did a 0-0 because I was doing my predictions and I was like, I don't think I've ever gone for a 0-0, and I think it will be this game.
yeah,
I truly believe that.
See, this is where I disagree with all of you guys. I do not think it will be a draw. I think Everton, they've got what it takes to slightly edge over the win against Wolves. I think it'll be 2-1 to Everton. I think they are overall the better side, and I think they can win. So 2-1.
Lucas
Yeah,
loves the
gonna score?
2-1, man.
Lucas, who's going to score? If you think they can win, who's going to score for you?
I don't know, mate. Michael Keane.
It's twice. He's going to
Go
get a
on, pick
brace.
Yeah,
one,
he's scoring a brace. He's getting 2 back-to-back headers.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you love a 2-1, don't you?
Yes, there's
Who
nothing wrong with
spams
that.
a 2-1?
It's the most like common score in football. I swear, definitely as well
I
up
don't
there.
think so.
I just love the fact that like Beto is like on form, and you're just like Michael Keane.
Jeez.
He's
doesn't
in my
know who
he's
their
in my
striker
FPL.
is.
He's in my FPL. That's why.
Ball knowledge is down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, on to Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth. Now we did hold one against City, which was very unfortunate.
Some man said 4-1, you know.
I didn't
Some
see
man
that
said
coming.
4.
I'll be honest. I think after we thrash AZ Alkmaar in the Europa League, we will beat Bournemouth. I think. Look, I know I might be biased, sure, but I think we will beat Bournemouth 3-1. We've got in us. Squad members are coming back. We can do it, even though we just lost another one. But let's not talk about that. We're gonna win 3-1.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky in a minute. We just lost Kulusevski first game, so our most important player is gone. But he's been running on tired legs, so it'll be good to go around him a little bit. Romero, Van de Ven, and Solanke. I'm assuming 1 of 3 will start, and the other 2 will be like involved in the game. So it's definitely a boost. Obviously, Bournemouth are still without their main centre back, obviously due to that red card. I'm gonna say we're winning 3-2 because I'm delusional like Lucas is, just like slightly like dialed back. That's all it is. So with me, it's always a little bit closer. It's only like that typical like Spursiness is like, it's still around a little bit. But look, when it comes to Tottenham, no detail needed. Simply going off heart 3-2.
Yeah, well, you guys are wrong. And then just telling you straight up, I think you're the biased and you're delusional for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club is going to make you lose points this week, because I think Bournemouth are going to win. They've gone through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. They have a big game against City in the quarterfinals. They're on a roll, and Evan Nilsson's just back. So that their team is looking a lot stronger now. And Iriola just did an interview on 5 Live yesterday morning, just explaining the whole culture of the club and how everyone's just gelling and getting along well. That's why I think, as I said, Bournemouth will win 3-1 because they're the team in form. They're fighting for Europe here, and Spurs are not. So, and you just lost Kulusevski.
I'm going to disagree for everyone as a collective. I'm saying it's going to be a draw. It's going to be 1-1. That is my prediction. I think Bar City, you're in some good form. It's about time you get humbled. I'm not gonna lie. It's about time Tottenham lets you two down. We've seen you guys happy before, and it will let
Yeah.
you down. You will come crashing down.
What do you mean let us down? And we haven't been let down already?
No, but you're feeling good right now. Then you're gonna draw or lose to Bournemouth and
Our
you're
last game was a loss.
My team lost to Everton and
I
Leicester.
said Bar City. I said Bar City. See, I don't think you're gonna win. I don't know why. Got that tingly feeling somewhere.
It's a
I
great
was saying
team.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fine. It's understandable. I'm just a little bit too delusional to accept the truth.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I'm gonna forget you ever said it, and we're winning.
Fair enough. If you win, I wouldn't be surprised. If Bournemouth wins, I can't be surprised either. Well, I can't separate you, so I'm going well. Let's move on. Well, this is my favorite game of the week. Maybe some people's favorite as well. Chelsea versus Leicester. I'm gonna go 3-0 Chelsea. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's favorite
So-
game. I just Look, man,
Leicester is getting relegated. Shut up.
Yeah.
We're going for Champions League. We have to win this. If we don't win this, I will not watch a single minute of football the rest of the season.
Can we like hold you to that, Shayan?
Hold me to that. If we lose this game, you won't see me on this channel for the rest of the season.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll put that on the line. We will win.
Okay.
We'll win 3-0. It's at home. We have to win. We have to win.
Have
See,
to win.
this is where I said you guys were here and you're gonna come crashing down. This is where I'm here and I'm gonna go down
Off the
fucking
channel.
to the mines, bro.
Just off the face of the earth and like never seen it
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna go to the Minecraft void.
Now, to be fair,
We can't lose.
to you, it is Leicester, and we lost, which is embarrassing. But bar us, they hadn't won a game, or they haven't won a game in that 11 game stretch. They got 3 points in the last 36.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I can't see a way you don't win because your club is actually serious, unlike mine.
I wouldn't say that.
No, it's still serious. It's still a serious enough club.
We've got a good youngster coming in the summer. Stevao.
The only
Hoping I'm saying that as a name.
he was really in the last 6 games. I think you lost 4 last 6 games of normal competitions, which is the issues. But this is really the game where it's just well, you already whacked Southampton, then you're gonna whack.
We got Copenhagen on Thursday as well. So
I'm thinking 4-1 Chelsea win. Simple as.
Yeah.
good man.
I like where you're looking at, Mac. Chelsea have to win after beating Southampton 4-0 last week. You, as Shine said quite nicely, you have to be Leicester if you want top 4. I think Leicester will score. I don't know how. They just have that knack against Chelsea to score. So that's why I've gone for a Chelsea 3-1 win.
Yeah, no,
See, this
fair
is-
enough. Oh, go on.
Yeah, go on, you go then. I'll say
Yeah,
my
yeah.
last
All
piece.
right. No, I mean, I don't see Leicester scoring. They haven't got a hope. 3-0 Chelsea. And that's all I really need to say. It's just game for goal difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, we've got I'd say one of the hardest last 10 games of the league. This is one of maybe 2. Bro, we have Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Newcastle, United, and Forest to play. And I'm counting United because they're the big 6. But
Yeah,
it's
but
rough.
United aren't
It's
a big
rough.
team. United aren't a big team. Get them out there.
We're going
Get
to
them
drop
after that.
points. I don't care. They're still in the big 6. They usually beat us. Or draw. This we have to win this game. We're going to drop points versus Arsenal. I don't think we're going to beat them. So we'll get to that later. Guaranteed win versus Tottenham coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that is gonna happen. You need to. You simply need this to keep it and for your momentum.
Yeah, especially going for Champions League. So yeah, you have to win this.
100%. All right, moving on to Manchester United versus Arsenal. This is always a good game. I think Arsenal have had Man United's number quite a lot recently, but obviously Man United did knock them out of the FA Cup with that.
Cup.
Yeah. So it will be an interesting game. Man United are strange. They're a strange club. You don't know what you're getting. But with Arsenal,
I know what you're doing.
even without their attack, you know what they're doing. They find ways to win, convincingly or not, whatever. But they find ways to win. And Man United got 3 league wins in the last 10. So Man United don't really like give me beaming confidence. With Arsenal's defense, I don't care if it's at Old Trafford. I think they're keeping a clean sheet. I'm going 2-0 Arsenal.
See, I've got a dilemma, right? I've gone for a 1-1. I'm going to stick to that. Arsenal have just scored 7 away in Europe. I don't
What
know. I
performance
don't
that was.
really. Yeah, I don't believe the 1-1 anymore. I'm going to stick to it. When this is completely wrong, I want everyone to come back to this and realize I don't believe in it. I'm just doing it because I wrote it before.
It just
I wrote this on
lost
Monday.
faith. Lost faith.
Yeah, it's not happening. The 1-1 is not happening. But I'll keep to it.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be 1-1 until the 85th minute when fucking, pardon my French there, Moreno will score the winner. I don't know why, but Arsenal are gonna win this. I have to say they performed fantastically today. Like to score 7, the highest amount of goals in score away on a Champions League knockout game. Well done, that fantastic performance. But yeah, Man United are getting knocked out by Fulham. They're just poor. They're just poor, poor, poor. I can be more negative about Man U. I'm not going to because I feel like they'll be unfair for the Man United fans. That's why, as I said, my prediction will be 2-1 for Arsenal. Lucas, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I mean, I can only say the same thing that Arsenal will win. I mean, United, what are they going to do? Their last Premier League outing, they had a red against Ipswich and they scraped a win there. So,
Yeah.
what are they going to
Leicester.
do against Arsenal? 2-1, 2-1 to Arsenal.
Yeah,
No,
so
it is.
that's
Every time I feel bad like about Chelsea, like when Chelsea let me down, I just look at the league table. I see Tottenham, I see United, I see West Ham, all struggling, and it makes me happy.
You hate us,
Brings
man.
joy.
Disrecord. I couldn't tell, but you dislike it. Ooh, we get it. We
Brings
get it.
joy. 33 points is crazy.
Oh,
okay. Moving on before we get into something a debate which we don't need to debate about. On to the last game this week, which is West Ham against Newcastle. West Ham they won last week 2-0. Solid performance. Newcastle, after being knocked out of the cup against Brighton, which was a shock, and Anthony Gordon getting red carded, which means he missed the Carabao Cup final. Big up that's for Liverpool. That's great because he's a fantastic player. We don't have to worry about him, but we probably have to worry about Jacob Murphy now. So not worried. Andy Robertson and Trent will have him locked down. Newcastle are pushing for top 4. I think I have a Newcastle winner. I think it was going to be close. Not sure about Isak's fitness, if he's 100%. Don't know if he's going to start this weekend. So Callum Wilson might be starting. That's 4. I've gone for a 2-1 win for Newcastle. I'm really not sure. West Ham, I do really like West Ham. They're a great team. Same with Newcastle. Newcastle just in form at the moment. And I think this just getting knocked out in the cup is just a blip for them.
You know what, Leo? It feels like me and you haven't really agreed much this video. So I'm going to keep that train going and disagree. I'm thinking West Ham, right? I feel like they got 2 wins in a row. I'm feeling like Graham Potter is finally trying to steadying the ship right now. Soucek said that the aim for West Ham was to finish above Tottenham now, which, I mean, that easy ass task if you ask me. And if they want to do that, achieve their objective, I think a draw against Newcastle will be good. Losing Gordon, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what Gordon was thinking, what he was doing. That was idiotic. I don't know if Hall's going to be available. Botman still just isn't around. I'm thinking it's 2-2. I think this should be a great game. But I think it's going to be one of those just like evenly matched games, not evenly matched teams. One of those.
Do you think it could be the best game of the weekend?
I think it has shout to be West Ham.
I think Liverpool's going to score so many goals. That's going to be the best game of the weekend.
I I feel like in a game where Liverpool's expected to batter Southampton, they kind of lose
Yeah,
it.
but when a team scores that many goals, you gotta be like, yeah, that's a good game.
No, obviously, but it's like, did you check the score? Liverpool won 5-0 against Southampton. Oh, really?
Southampton gonna get 9 again.
No. I just conscious on time, so I'm gonna stop talking.
All right. Yeah. So I've gone for a Newcastle win. Obviously, this video, me and Leo have agreed. You and Leo have disagreed, Max. But you and
Yeah.
Lucas have agreed. Yeah, you're learning from the best. Good boy. You
Just
may be
up.
catching up to me.
Oh,
I've
I'm
got
only 4
Newcastle
points behind
3-1.
you, Shayan. Only 4.
4 points is still 4 points, bro. 4 points is still 4 points. And I'm gonna win again this week, so yeah, good. Yeah, I've gone 3-1 Newcastle. I don't think it's like West Ham been good recently, but I don't think they're as good of a match to Newcastle.
I mean, let's not forget, 2 games ago, West Ham beat Arsenal 1-0. So it's not like, oh, they've suddenly got, like, it's pretty good. So I think West Ham at the London Stadium, they're going to get a draw. I'm not copying Max, let's be clear. But I'm saying 1-1. I don't know. I just think West Ham, they could start something going here. Why not?
All right. Everyone's given their predictions. I can see.
Yep.
This is time for double captains.
Yes,
I'll let the Liverpool boys go first. Liverpool boy number 1, Leo. You go first.
I'm just gonna play it safe. If Liverpool don't win 6-0, they win 7-0. I get the 2 points. Get the 2 points in. It's about catching up with Shayan. Need to make sure I do that. So I've gone for Liverpool as my double captain.
And number 2, Lucas.
Okay, well, I'm going for Liverpool as well. Yeah, 5. They're gonna look. I'm playing to win. I'm playing to
What was
win.
that?
No judgment. No judgment. I'm playing to win.
Shameless.
I can't-
Shameless. I say that. I say shameless. When I went for Liverpool, I changed. I'm a good man. I went for Chelsea. I'm going Chelsea 3-0.
All of you went for your Liverpools and your Chelseas. I went for a bit of adventure. All right, bit of Palace.
Sure, you're lost, mate.
Don't worry about it. Bit of Palace. 3-1 against Ipswich. It's happening. I'm winning. The Leicester journey continues for your boy.
You can't say you've gone for like a hard one.
Leicester.
We've all gone for bottom 3 teams against bottom 3 teams.
I mean,
Yeah,
what
you're like
Chelsea and Liverpool's not comparable to Crystal Palace, mate.
I'm not like I think if we play Palace, the Palace beat us. So I think I've gone for the hardest one. I would argue. Either way. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe. Let us know your predictions in the comments, and we'll see you next week.